Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I am going to talk about how to migrate the Oracle PLSQL stored procedure with no data found exception into Snowflake stored procedure. This is the 15th video from Snowflake stored procedures playlist. Here is the PLSQL Oracle PLSQL stored procedure. Okay, this procedure SP underscore customer takes the input parameter customer ID and then returns or displays the customer name. If customer name not found, then by Oracle displays the customer and given customer ID, say example 12 or like does not exist. If the customer is there, then it will display the customer is name. So this is the very simple procedure. So how we are going to rewrite the same procedure in Snowflake stored procedure by using the JavaScript language. So here this is the Snowflake stored procedure. Please note that here also we are going to give the customer ID as the input parameter, but data type is the float instead of number, because in Snowflake number data type will not support with the language when you use the language as the JavaScript, either input parameter or return string. Here also we cannot use the number. Instead of that, you have to use the either string or float. So anyhow returns always, I mean we are going to return the string, so that in this concept, because the dbms underscore output equivalent to we don't have any package in or similar statement in the Snowflake. That's why we are going to use the return at the end of the procedure. So and then we are going to define the variable instead of begin class in the Oracle. Here try block, we are going to use the try block, and then this is the query, and here we have to use the input parameter with the dollar and uppercase. Okay, in Oracle we are going to use the directly, but here we have to use the dollar this. Okay, and then by using the create statement you have to pass the your statement. After that you have to execute the statement dot execute, and the result has to be stored into one variable. Okay, and then you have to use the next method. So please note that here I am not going to use the while condition, because this I am as part of the customer table, customer ID is the unique, and then we are going to get only one row. That's why I'm not using the while. Even if you use the while also no problem, because customer ID would be only, we are going to maintain the unique. So after that there is a variable L underscore name of, okay, we are going to get the by using the get column value method, because in this query we are going to get only customer name only. Okay, after that assume that if customer is present, then we will get. If customer is not there, then we are going to get the exception. So that how we are going to handle in Snowflake, we have to use the catch block. Inside the catch block, this is the error is the object. Okay, from that object, so if error dot this error object having the different methods, so error dot message, in this message we will get the result set is empty. This is equivalent to no data found. Okay, exception is the equivalent to catch in the Snowflake. So now when result set is empty, so first 19 characters, because here index is start in Snowflake. Okay, index will start from the 0. Okay, this is the JavaScript based stored procedure. Hence 0 to first 19 characters would be result set is empty. That means that is equivalent to no data found in Oracle. After that, if it is result is empty, simply you return customer and concatenate with the plus symbol your customer ID. Please note that here I didn't use the dollar symbol, because of this is a not a Oracle statement. This is not a Snowflake or SQL statement. It's a JavaScript. So if you want to use the any input parameter as part of JavaScript, you can directly use the uppercase. If you want to use this parameter as part of your SQL statement, then you have to use the like this here. Okay, this is the okay procedure. Now let's see same into the action or demo. Yeah. So here what I'm going to do, I already created a table in Oracle. Now I'm going to create this procedure in the Oracle, and then I'll show you the output from the Oracle procedure created. Now I'm going to execute the two times with the different parameter value with the customer ID 1. Then what is the value? See statement, this is the previous one, customer name is Jack. So we have got the output. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to execute with the customer ID with 12. Now we will see customer 12 doesn't exist. So same output we have to see from Snowflake. Now I'm going to Snowflake here. See, I have created the table and data. Now I'm just execute the compile the procedure which I explained as part of PowerPoint slide. Okay, so this is the procedure, Snowflake stored procedure. You just compile. I will provide this as in description also. Okay, function sp underscore customers successfully created. Now what I'm going to do, I'm let me call the with the same values which I used in first time. I will use this one. After that I will use the customer number in well. So now I'm going to call the procedure with one. So customer name is Jack. Here also we have got the, please note that in in Oracle dbms underscore output, by using that package we can display the whatever that strings, okay, whatever value you want, but here in the screen we cannot. So that's why I just use the return keyword. And if you want to store this value permanently, you can use the table, and you can maintain one log table, and by using that log table you can insert that one. Okay, now I am going to call the with the customer ID 12. Now we'll get the okay, see, customer 12 doesn't exist. The output will be the same when you compare with the Oracle and Snowflake. So this is the way how you are going to handle the exceptions. Yeah, that's all from this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like it and share it to your friends. Thank you once again.